Hello everybody and welcome to Juicy Tingles. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making some bread pudding while chewing gum. So I'm going to show you all how I make my homemade bread pudding, okay? So you first have to start off with bread, and you're going to need 4 cups of bread. Now, I like to take the heel of the bread and save it along with maybe 1 slice. And once you cut this up, this equals 1 cup. And you need 4 of these. So I've already cut up my first one. Okay? I'm not going to show you that, if you pack it in, it equals 1. Okay? Now, I have a bowl right here that I'm going to be putting it in. Okay? Now, you could either take a knife and cut it, or you can either take some kitchen scissors, okay, and cut through it. It's up to you, okay, whichever is easiest for you, okay, and you just cut it into cubes. And, well, you can use your hands, okay? It doesn't have to be that meticulous, okay? So here's my second cup. Now, I've made this before on my other YouTube channel called EyesMarriedNow. So if you want to go over to that channel and take a look at it, you can. This is cup number 2. Okay. I'll leave the link below to my other YouTube channel. That's the channel where I vlog and about my everyday life as a mother and as a wife, and I do hauls and talk shit. And you'll get to know me better, like my real true personality over there. Over here, you're just going to get one side of me. Because I'm just over here just to give y'all, tingling sensations. But over there, you get like the full me. And you'll get tingles over there too, because I smack and chew and eat and stuff over there too from time to time while I'm vlogging, so. Okay, so, cup number 3. Okay. And then I'm going to do my last one. Use the scissors. It's whatever is easiest for you. Okay? You just cut it down the middle. And then 1, 2. And you got your cubes. I got this recipe from my mom. She used to make this for my brother and I when we were younger. I have 1 brother and 1 sister, but at the time, when my brother and I were growing up, my sister wasn't here yet. Like, she came much later. We were about grown by the time she came. So, okay, so stuff that all in, and you got your 4th cup. Okay, so here's all my bread. Okay, now in a separate bowl, you have to mix up sorry, I have my little thing over here that I'm keeping a little stuff in. Okay, you're gonna need milk. Okay, just regular old vitamin D milk. I don't know if using any other kind of milk, because this is all that I've, ever made it with. So, this is my measuring cup. And I'm going to pour that right in here in this bowl. Okay. Now, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of sugar, which I've already measured out. Okay. And you're going to need 1/4 cup of butter, which I've already measured out. Okay. Just for the sake of time. Okay. And all I did was just took some butter and melted it on the stove. Or you can melt it in the microwave if you choose. Okay. And then you're going to need 2 eggs, and they're going to need to be beaten. Okay. Now, I don't like to crack my eggs over top of my food that I'm going to put it in, because if you lose shells, you're going to have to dig through all the sugar and milk and all that kind of stuff to get them out. So I like to use a separate bowl, and maybe a bowl where you can clearly see the white shells if they happen to, you know, come out. Okay. Now, in that way, if any shells was to get in here, I could see them. Okay. So there's my eggs. Shell free. Okay. And then you're going to need a teaspoon of cinnamon. Ground cinnamon. Okay. I'm just going to take the top off something. Okay. And that's the teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, I like to go a step further, and I like to add vanilla extract to it. Okay. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I personally like to do that. To me, it just gives it like a little extra. Okay. So these two you can omit, the vanilla and the almond. I like to add almond too. These two you can omit. I'm going to put the ingredients in the description box, and I will put that the almond and the vanilla extract is optional. So that way, you know, if you don't like the vanilla, if you don't like, you know, the almond, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so there's all our ingredients, okay? So now, I'm going to stir this up. You know what I didn't do, and I apologize for that. I was supposed to beat the egg first and then pour it in. So I'll just have to beat it in here while I'm stirring this up. No big deal. But you might want to beat it before you put it in, or you just have to, if you forget to do that part, then you just have to do it, you know, here. And I know your eyes are not playing tricks on you. I do have on blue eyebrows and blue lips to match. I'm wearing a lip paint called Imperial Blue. Okay. Okay. If I hadn't, and then you want to get that sugar all stirred up and melted away. So that's another reason why you have to really beat this up. Okay. I'm going to set this over here to the side. Okay. Now, here's the blue lipstick that I'm wearing. Well, lip gloss. It's a lip paint. Okay. I'll put all that in the description box. And a blue liner is what I use for my eyebrows. Very pretty blue. I'm a color coordinated type of girl. You'll find that out more on my Eyes Married Now channel. Okay, so I have my bread here. Now, what I want to do is I want to pour that mixture over top of the bread. Okay? So, you just pour that in. Okay? And you just mix it up. Make sure all the bread gets soaked by the liquid ingredients that you just added. It's like a shadow. I'm sorry. Maybe because I was blocking the light a little bit. So you just mix it up. Just so, you know, you want to get all that bread soaked. Okay. Okay, and this is what it looks like once you get it all mixed up in there together. Okay. Now, I have a pan here. Now, this pan might be a little bit too big for the amount that I've made. I think if you want to make a pan like this size, then maybe you just redo the same steps and then add it all together. And then you just put it in. Okay. Now, off camera, I'm going to make another batch so that I can fill up this whole pan. But for now, I'll just do half and show you what that looks like at the halfway mark. Okay. So, that's what that looks like. Now, what I like to do is, even though I've already added the 4th cup of melted butter in there, I like to add pats of butter on top, okay? And I also like to sprinkle some more cinnamon on top. So, grab my knife here. And, well, it's already pre-cut, okay? And I just like to place it right on top. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Okay, so I've added my butter on top. And then I just like to sprinkle some cinnamon on top of that. And there you have it. Okay, so off camera, like I said, I'm going to do the same exact thing so that I can fill up the whole pan. And there's your bread pudding. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put those ingredients to this recipe in the description box. I'm also going to put the link to my other channel, Eyes Married Now. And I also have another channel here up on the YT called Baby Triplets. And that's in reference to rebirth and reborn doll babies, if you're interested in that. Also, I have some good news. We have reached a whopping 4,009 subscribers on this channel. Yay! So, pat you all, pat yourselves on the back as well, because if it wasn't for you all, then we wouldn't be there. So, we're at 4,009 to be exact, and climbing. So, let's try to get to 5,000, okay? Let's set that goal for 7 days, okay? In 7 days, we want to do 1,000 more subscribers so that we can do 5,000, okay? Once I get to 5,000, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, okay? For my Juicy Tingle fans. So I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I really appreciate you all coming over here and eating with me and getting the little tingling sensations and all with me. And we're just going to keep going, okay? Alrighty, so there you have it, bread pudding, okay? Now, if you really enjoy my channel and what I do here on the Juicy Tingles channel, then show your support by donating. And I'll have a fan funding link in the description box along with my PayPal in case you don't want to do the fan funding, but it might be easier to do PayPal. So, I thank you all in advance, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.